Shalom! Welcome to Janet's Pesach Kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite Pesach recipes, popovers. It is one of my favorite dishes and a great addition to any Pesach menu. There are 6 ingredients to making popovers. We have 4.5 cups of water, 1 cup of vegetable oil, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar. We have 4.5 cups of matzah meal and 12 eggs. I know it's a lot of eggs. The best thing to do is to have all of these ingredients at room temperature. And so we have done that. I've left things out for a little while. Now the first thing I do before I start to bake is make sure that the oven is set at the right temperature. So we're going to start baking these at 400 degrees, and I have my oven set at 400 degrees. The next thing I do is I prepare the pan I'm going to use. And I'm using a popover pan. I sprayed it liberally with a vegetable oil spray. And if you don't have a popover pan, you can easily use a muffin tin. And then I measure out all the ingredients, which is a really good thing to do in the beginning. Now I'm going to place my water, oil, sugar and salt into a medium-sized saucepan. I'm going to turn the stove on, and I'm going to let this boil. Now we have the mixture boiling, and I'm going to literally dump the matzah meal into the saucepan and stir this up. Once it's all mixed up, I'm going to put it back on the heat and mix it vigorously until it comes away from the sides of the pan, which is just about now. And this is heavy to turn. It should be heavy to turn. It's very thick. And you see how it's just starting to come away from the pan? So I need a little bit more. They say it'll be about 3 minutes worth of turning like this. And you don't want to skip on the time with this, because this is really what helps it work. And this helps your triceps too. Okay, so it's just about there. See how it's turning away? It's not sticking to the sides at all. So now what I'm going to do is turn the heat off. And I'm going to put this in our mixing bowl. Now what it tells us to do in all the recipes is to use our mix master to cool it down a bit. And it says to use the blade and to put it on low. This is low, and to let it cool. It doesn't say what temperature to cool it to. It doesn't really say how long. It says 2 or 3 minutes to let it cool. And after that, we're going to be putting the eggs in one at a time, letting them incorporate each time. I'm gonna do 2 eggs with the camera rolling, and then we're gonna shut off the eggs. I'll do the other 10 eggs and come back to you guys. I'm gonna cool off a little bit more than this. Can you bring the camera over to the dispenser so they can see how it totally incorporates before I put another egg in? Please. I'm just going to scrape the sides of the bowl so it all gets in there. Oh, it smells really good. Here's the second egg. You really want to wait until all that egg on the side is incorporated. And you know what? That's true of cookies too. You always want to do 1 egg at a time and make it incorporated before you put in the other eggs. There's 11 eggs in it. I'm putting the last egg in. And it will incorporate. And once it's all incorporated, I'm just gonna do the sides of the pan again because I see a little bit of egg on the sides. We're gonna put them right into our popover tin and bake them. So I'm just using 2 spoons, and I'm going to fill them about 3/4 full because we want them nice and big. I'm just doing once around and then I'll come back and fill them the rest of the way. As you can see, I'm going to be making more than 12 popovers, but I'm going to put these in the oven in terms of the demonstration. Now when they're in the oven, they'll be in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes, time it. And you want them to look puffy and kind of crisp, you know, kind of brownish in color. Try not to open the oven. You can look at them through the window in your oven. If you have a light, that will help you. After the 15 minutes is done, we'll turn our oven down to 350 degrees and let that cook for 30 additional minutes. Okay, so these are ready to go in. And I think they're all about 3/4 full. We'll see you after a little while. The buzzer went off telling me that our popovers are done. So, oh, they look fabulous. Look at these. So I am going to just flip them right over onto my clean towel. Look how nicely they come off. And then all we need to do now is make a hole in them. I do on either side with a sharp knife, and that allows the steam to come out. Oh, they're so nice and crispy. Look at this, I'm going to cut this one in half. Look at how nice and hollow they are. This is a perfect popover. And you can hear how crunchy they are. So this is our popovers. You can keep them in a sealed plastic bag for a couple of days. You could also freeze them. I have frozen them very successfully. And you can reheat them if you want to, 400 degrees, just for a few minutes until they heat up nicely. So, b'tei avan. Yummy. If you have any questions or comments, my email is jkklein3@gmail.com. Happy Pesach.